Malo lang mali ho eki, pepe foki ki Tonga mo vulang kotoa, o mo me mai he polkalama ko ia ai Tonga World News pe ko e TWN. Mau tatale le at mo tore via fini, ku toko tolu ni mau kau mau e poni. Pa prenda ko ngaika, Ray Graham, no, Ray Abraham. Pea ku o ko pea u tau whakatahain mo Billy Graham, that's why. And Emeline whau muni dei. So ate tatale le at mo tolu pea mau whiwhia ke tau whiloa ke he whiaf koe ni, ko e polkalama fu koe ni, mau tuku angi ke kamata mai Emeline pa tau tuku hoko at lewa. Malo.
Joseph Scriven, who wrote What a Friend We Have in Jesus, was a Canadian schoolmaster, and he was a member of the Plymouth Brethren. What a friend we have in Jesus.
Dr. Ray. Oh yeah, there you go. Play it, Dr. Ray. Malo Malia Hawaii pe Malo Lele Atomakoto, Mumaki Program FFini, and then welcome back, Dr. Ray. Gimagata Hoka to a lot to my I call a lot to my care, my fire Dr. Ray, Kako Colette Caprentak, and they have a fire met down lot to Goya, Ognelotonga in Mohenga Mamahi, Australia. Give it back to you, Brenda. If I a lot to my care, my fire at Dr. Ray.
Malo.
Do you want Brenda, when you lotto, I play my mom favorite song when you pray?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
As a background?
Yes.
Background? Yeah. Okay. Taulotu. Koe matamai ku he wani ke tapaha. Ke oko mai ho pule. Ke mamani kuni. Ke he toku. Ke toko tope. Ke mamani kuni. Ke maui ai. Kategohi tapua ki katuk mātou I he whiawhani. Tamahana mau tautapa kia awhia wano o ngā koe whae koe ia e toko taha koe ni. A rei e tani, a whae o tō ngā tō kātou I he mohenga mamahi I he whakini. Koe te mahi, koe lau mini ki te, te ate. Koe te whakini ki he awhia mo kono uri ni. Koe si tō taha koe ni, o ko ngā hoi mo ki mātou. Pea ko ene tine iki o ku Australia o ku o ku atu ho kupu mati I hono neve no uru ia whai maari e he mama ke to umai o si tani ni tau tapa e whoka koniki ai. Tamai wani ko mātou ko tau ko ku whakau pea koe whoka E maunga ue mau whamanatua ma koe ngahi toka ma lele e toka mahi ngai whae ki te tāpoi o hokoi o tau whiwhini I ngahi ahoni. Koe a tamahi wani te koe tāpo ki iangi te tine koe ni, tāpo ki iangi ke mo ui, ke aka whanua ngātu. O ku kai ke toi lava tahai a ta oki, kono ui ngā koe hala ia o papa, pe koe hala ia o mahini, Ai ai ha more ngā roha tini ai taimi ke mau fōua e hala koe ni koe mau koe kati koe lau mari mani ni ke nofo ia rei me hunu ki ai koe nofo he mama ni koe ni koe nofo muri pe te mau iku kotoa pe o fōua e hala koe ni ke koe misi ia te mau mai ki mamani o ke roha tini koe ia no konga o kia mai ia e moe maa ini. Tapokengi mātou tapokenga I merini, e whoke awei, e whoke te awe pōni, me programa, e whoke te he whiawhini, o whoke mauma o ha loto hana maria, pe mofa pe moha. Pe moha, lau maria, e lava te mau, mo ko tātu, mo ko kai koto pe, o mau, te kumi mai ke te mātou, e maka hatokoni, o ku mau kei, mo uilelei pe ke whai te koni. Mai wan tapo ke inga te matou vakini, e a masi uwei, e pake asisi ki tōna, e a mo whanau, tapo ke anga he whamiri koto, o kui he whonoani, mo muri koto, e tapo ke anga mo ngaha community, tapo ke mau whanau, mo kore mo mua mo hea whaoe ko si amen.
What is the name of that song, Dr.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the hymn. God is the only one have mercy, and He goes through with us like He went with Daniel inside the fire, and He saved him. And He's the only doctor, and He's the only healer. And if you have pain, and if you have broken heart, broken soul, we just go to Him, and He will heal you.
That's right.
Amen.
And if you don't have food, if you don't have bread, God will feed you as He fed Israel.
That's right.
So don't worry about if you don't have food, if you don't have money, if you have nothing. The end of the day, our God, He's the God of nothing. Like, if you feel you are weak, He will make you strong. If you feel you are nothing, God will make you something. That's all about this hymn. And this one is my mom's favorite one.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. I'm sitting on the Tongan mat. See?
Oh. So you're on the floor sitting on the Tongan bed, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Too long. We haven't been sitting on the mat for too long.
Yeah.
And
It is okay.
and
Oh.
this is uh, the Arabic flute, but actually it's
Mm.
come from the pharaohs. And the history of this King David, he played these two as well.
Oh, wow.
And the most amazing things, like we have here six hole in the front and one in the back.
Mm.
The Aboriginal in Australia, they have their own one, six in the front and one in the back.
Mm.
And if you go to why all this similar to each other, if you go back to Genesis, um, Cain, he have son, he have two sons. One of them is named Tubal, and Tubal he's the father of all the play instrument, and God gave him this talent to
Mm.
build the instrument. So it doesn't matter where you go, you found this very basic old fashioned
Mm.
in Australia, in Egypt, whatever you go. We why I talk about Genesis, because I want the first day I come to the internet and live to
Yeah.
say thanks God,
Mm.
we are still alive.
Yeah.
Amen.
Um, you know, during the eruption, I was outside taking video live. There's no internet, but I was taking live, and I
Mm.
hope that if I die, the mobile will be safe or safe so someone can see these videos.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can see from my tone, I never escape from this because I know who I am, and I know that if my time come, I already done my best, and God is my witness. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter what the people talk, because people always talk.
Right,
People talk
right.
bad about God. People talk bad about Jesus. People talk bad about Moses, about all the prophets. So it doesn't matter. The end of the day, that's the most important. When I leave, I know where I'm going because this
Mm.
is my trade. We thanks God, and I want to say thanks God the rest of my life. No one, I tell you, a lot of people they have like start to have the mental issue, like maybe a nightmare or something
Mm.
for what they've been going through. But I felt so a lot of feelings, and I want to share. I feel like Moses dropped his stick to the ocean
Mm.
to make the tsunami come from here.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah.
God's hand left us, put it on Noah's ship. You know, today I've been watching and I see how big the explosion go all the way to the space. And the
Yeah.
tsunami wave, I want everyone to have a map to look. The tsunami wave went from Tonga all the way to California,
Mhm.
damaging the wharf there, go all the way up to Alaska, and go
Right,
down all the way to Japan.
right,
So if you just close your eye and imagine how the wave in the center would be.
right.
No one just even till now, when you just see three-person died, not whole Tonga.
Mm.
Yes, after that, we've been suffering. But I want to remind the people when God take Israel from Egypt, the Israel people was complaining, whinging, why he didn't let us die in Egypt. He get us to the desert with no food, no water. But they forgot the big miracles when God opened the Red Sea for them.
Mm.
Right.
Yes, I want every Tongan to remember this miracle. Yes, after the eruption, we don't have water. Last week I took the water, the empty water bottle, and with my wife, and I go there. They've been announced in the radio, and we just like hear the announce in the radio. It's a free water, and it's been donated from Gowlie and the water from New Zealand. I went there, I thought it will be like 10 hours line, but it's nothing. It's just like one person. When he finished, I went to fill the water, then one person after me. And I think like, wow, if I hear this and I asked the guy, how long you been there? He said, since the eruption. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I've been suffering, but thanks God I hear the announce in the radio. One piece of bread, the proverb said, one piece of bread with peace, much better than table with feast, with fight. I think God blessed Tonga in his heart, and he placed Egypt, my homeland, in the Bible.
Yeah.
And the blessing in the heart is much better. You can't imagine what we go through. You know, I felt that's the last day on the earth. The sound of the explosion in the sky, I feel like there is a massive earthquake in the sky. I feel like there is another planet hit the earth in a top of us.
Mm.
And this sound, like, if you have a thunderstorm, put it in a speaker in
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
1,000 speaker, 1,000 speaker in high, loud voice. And that will be like maybe 10% of the sound of the explosion in the sky was being in, like, it's, you feel like your ear, the eardrum will be explode
Busted.
from the sound. The sound, I never heard this sound before. I've and and the earthquake, the land being like shaking for a good 4 hours.
Oh.
I'm telling you, the land is shaking. The sound of the explosion in the sky remind me what's come in the Bible. The earth and the sky will be gone with a big loud voice. And that's why I thought maybe that's the last day.
Hmm.
In the morning, the same day morning, Cece asked me, we want to go to see the volcano. I said, okay. So we went all the way to the end island, the one that's been blown out with the tsunami. And that's why I sent you the photo when Cece's niece and nephew was putting their hand in the top of the smoke. We just come home and everything started. With the massive sound and the land is shaking under you, and the tunes was hitting your head, was hitting
That's
your
The
head.
the
love of the bride.
that's the
The
acid.
higher store when the higher come in the top of you, but this not an ice. This was the volcano lava or ashes, whatever. No, that was a
Mm.
stone being hitting your head, your car, with the loud voice, and then suddenly you have this type of rain with, like, like someone get a cemented mixture, and he just like put you in cement in a top of you.
Hmm.
Oh my
In a
God.
top of that, when we been evacuated, when we go through, I send you the video. We stuck because we can't see, the water in my window screen. It's finished, so I have to go and put water, like to put the
To clean.
um.
Yeah.
The windshield. To
It's not
clean the
about to
windshield.
clean, because when you put the water and you clean, the whole dirt is back because it's black. It's
Right.
black.
Hmm.
It's a black. And when I go outside, this type of rain, it's make my body itchy, so
Hmm.
itchy. Then we
Oh.
went inside the car with all the sound explosion, and then we hear the prayer. So we all pray. We all
Oh.
prayed. I tell you, you can hear the sound of prayer is
Hmm.
more than the explosion in the sky. I'm telling you.
People
Oh.
were praying, huh?
Out
I tell
loud.
you, when you facing death,
Yes.
I've been saying, God, remind me in your heaven today. God, remind me in your heaven today. But the people in the street, in the car, because we can't go further because we are like cemented. We are
Right.
cemented inside.
Parking lot. Yeah.
But with the type of the explosion, I tell you, if you don't have faith, I think you will get heart attack.
Right.
Oh.
But you can see how Tongan people faith, how Tongan people are strong, how Tongan people saved by God when their prayer. That's like I feel like King David in Psalm 18 when he said, God listened to my prayer. God listened to my crying. And the sound of the people praying, praying, and praying loud, even the kids,
Oh.
they pray more. The sound of the explosion, I'm telling you, that's take, I can't explain to you. But the way I explain to you, God save Tonga.
Mm.
Because the people there, we stuck in the car, we can see front of us, and the prayer of the people.
You can hear.
Oh, I tell you, all the hymn you can imagine, all the hymn they've been singing. When the tsunami finished, like you get like you are in the mixture of
Right.
water and black and whatever, and everything's work. That's a miracle. And And this is another thing. When we practice God's hand, how He carrying us, look all to the scientists when they surprised that when the satellite image of the explosion gone, they saw Tonga exist. They surprised that Tonga's there. But
Right.
I want to confirm Tonga's there because the prayer of the people was more than the sound of the explosion in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
The Tonga
goodness.
cannot exist because God is saved Tonga. And we've been locked down for a long time. Like we Tongan closed the border and we still Saibe. By God, after the volcano we don't have three tomatoes like in a marble side, very small size, like the olive, the olive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Three tomatoes in olive size, $5.
Oh, wow.
There is no onion. You walk in the farm, all the trees is all the everything is died. It's not
Mm.
from the tsunami, will be from the ashes. Everything is black.
That's right. Mm.
Yesterday we have a little bit wind. The problem with these ashes, when it's rain, it's wet. That's
Mm.
Saibe. And when it's dry, back again to before. Like it's not like in stable. Oh my gosh. Like little wind was like we have the mask and then was the dust again start, you know? A lot of things there. But every day I want to remind all Tongan, if God save us. Don't be complain. We have a lot
Mm.
of things to build.
Yes.
This guy when he climbed the coconut tree,
Right.
there is two things. You can sit there and get mental issue and think for what happened to you, or you put everything behind and climb your dream, climb your achievement to achieve. That's how it's stronger. And
Mhm. Mhm.
I never seen this type of prayer. I'm telling you, the whole street, maybe the whole time, I was listening to the prayer. I don't understand Tongan, but the prayer, it's touched my soul because it's
Mm.
from the heart.
Right.
because the people thought this will be the last prayer to them. But
Mm.
they pray with faith that God will save them, and God saved them.
Wow.
Um, if you wanna practice the last day on the earth, come, because in the Bible said the earth and the sky will be like exist by loud sound. That's what we
Yes.
there,
Just
Mm.
and we
yeah.
still yes, we still need to clean the water tank because I tell you, you know, I wanna open the camera to see. Like today we have rain. Okay, I
Okay.
clean my roof 4 times. But see what happened? We still have there the ashes. I'll try to wear the camera. Uh, I don't know how to make the camera back, but can you see all the black things?
Yeah. From the background, yeah.
See on the ground?
Yeah, we
Mm.
see the yes.
Yeah. And see this the water. If you can see inside, see all the
Yeah.
Mm.
black stuff?
Right.
Yes. Sitting on the bottom, yeah.
Is that the water that come from the tank? From the water tank?
No, this the water come from the sky.
Oh. Oh.
See, there is nothing above there. It's just
Mm.
this the water come, but you can see the black there.
Right.
That's
Wow.
why I've been saying, um, we need a lot to do because till now when it's raining, you can see. Look, see, we are like above 1 month, but uh, where you can
Yeah.
see the small rocks,
Yes.
Yes.
and I've been cleaning here a lot of time, a lot of time. See what happened? Okay, you see this?
Oh. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Still. Mm.
That's still outside?
Yes. Like a
That
driveway. Is it a driveway, Doctor
that's
Ray?
from the rain. That's from the rain. From
Oh.
the rain today. That's from the rain today.
Mm.
The rain
We've been
bring
like 1 month. Huh?
the rain bring down those dirt from your roof?
I cleaned my roof 4 times.
So it's just come with the rain.
Come with the rain or come from the
No.
neighbor roof or come from the neighbor, but that
Or or
I
you have that mud sit there for a while.
even
Wow.
even see my car in the back of my car still there
Mm.
come from the so
Oh
and that's
my
what happened.
goodness.
This type, you know,
Yeah.
because when it's dry, it's became like a dust, and
Mm.
then the
Oh.
wind blow it, then rain, then it's come back again to you. It feel like it's going for, but
Ever.
but that's what but that's why I'm talking. Like, see
Yeah.
here,
Oh.
see
This is after you clean it, huh? It's so
Yeah.
coming
this
down.
is today. This is today.
Right. Wow.
The eruption happened on the 15th or the 16th.
Right. Right. It's
But
over a
but
month
see,
already. Right.
over months and still the wind bring everything's. But
Mm.
can see after 1 month you still suffer.
Wow.
So I
Mm.
need to wash my hand because it start to be itchy.
Sure.
So
One thing, Brenda, that Dr. Ray was mentioned that I never heard on the
On
news
the
or
news
anything
media?
when the people pray, so
Yeah.
what a beautiful. Mahal talaga ata po hiwa ba my Dr. Ray will take a break and have bring a song,
Yeah.
Brenda.
Yeah. Can I
please.
run
Yeah,
and get me a
go
glass
ahead,
of
go
water?
ahead.
Glass
Yeah,
of
go
water.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What makes something a
Mm.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, Dr. Ray, and bring us some.
Okay.
Then we'll come back
Yeah.
to you because this is very interesting what you just describing this so vividly. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm
Take a
so
break.
glad, and I'm so glad that you come and give us that picture of that night, you know. Wonderful. Okay, let's back to you,
Yeah.
Doctor.
Welcome back. And there is one thing I want to mention in the bottom
Okay.
of my heart, and I don't hear the media because we just come back today. We have heroes. and I mean it. You know, if we are in America or in Australia, these heroes will be like in a top of headline forever and ever. And I want to explain why these heroes, and why I call them heroes. When we are evacuated and this black is come and cover the car, this guy, he decide not to leave his house, and he get the big hose from his house, and he throw the water in the window screen of each car so we can go.
Oh.
This hero I never forgot. I opened my window and I told him, "What you doing? Jump in the back of my youth, of my van." And he said, "No, God will save me, but I'm here to save the people to go. Don't worry about me."
Oh.
Mm.
This, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I wish, like, but I know where the place. And I think when we get the stuff from TWN to Tonga,
Yes.
I will knock his door and he will be the first house. Even I
Mm.
want to give him the water filter for free. And after
Mm.
that, couple of houses I saw kids with the father doing the same stuff.
Mm.
Blow, just push the water in each car window screen
Mm.
to make you just go further.
Oh.
These type of fears. I don't know if you guys hear this before or this is the first
No,
time.
this is
Ma-
the first time. That's why we're
Many things you say is first
yeah.
time.
That's why
Mm.
it's so important that we're just gonna listen to you to explain that night vividly and
Yeah.
with all these heroes. We never heard it on media, Dr. Ray.
No, there is a lot of here saved life.
Mm.
I'm
Right.
telling you. So these people, they be in the street, they get black. Like, they
Right.
Yes.
they blow the water in the car window and they put the water in the top of them. And I
Oh.
tell you, there is no even glass.
Oh.
They These black go to their eyes.
Mm.
I tell you, this, when the rain come to your eye, this type of rain, black,
Acid.
cemented
Right.
ashes go to their eyes, and it's just like they blew the water like this. It's hard to see,
Right.
but he said, "I'm here to save people to go. Don't
He,
worry, God will
but
save
he's
me."
right. He felt that he should do it, and he'll be
Yeah,
saved. He'll be saved. Yeah. But
This is the
and
type of story
these
that
are yeah.
we needed on this station
yeah,
Yeah.
I will look forward this guy. I will look everywhere for this man.
to bring him
When he
on.
said, "Don't worry, I want to save more people to go.
Mm.
You just
You
go.
never know.
Don't
You
worry."
never know.
That's your angel, maybe that
But
Maybe
I
he
tell
was an
you,
angel.
I tell,
Yeah.
he's a Tongan and he's an angel. He's a saint, and I tell you, God will bless him. You know, with all this type of explosion, and we stuck because we can't see front of us, and he come with the hose from his house to
Oh
blow
my
the water
goodness.
in your car to make you go.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the other one with his kids around like 14, 13, 15 years old, they was doing the same.
mm,
Wow.
wow.
They go there, one, the father with the hose and the kids with the bucket, fill it with
Mm,
water and throw it.
wow.
What
Wow.
are you doing? What are you doing, kids? Don't worry. And the one kids, um he speak English, and he told me, "I do what my dad doing. And if my dad died, I will be honored to die with him."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is heroes. And I
Yeah.
tell you, this time, don't worry about the future of Tonga, because I can see the heroes.
Right.
Yes.
I can see the heroes. I can see the whole Tongan was prayer warrior in this time.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's why we are safe. We are
Yes.
safe because we have heroes.
Right. Right.
And I wish if the media just like interview these people.
Yes.
Each each village we went through, they have like two, three people. They throw the water,
Mm.
and I never forget them till I
Okay.
die. And Jesus will never. And I think the whole Tongan being evacuated from their home, they will never forget these people.
Mm.
Never. I know the
Wow.
area, but because it was so dark and so black, but I know the area. I will go and ask where this man till I found
Mm.
him,
Um,
and
uh,
then maybe I will do interview with him.
yeah, bring him on this
Where
show
he
so
get
we
this
can.
heart, from where he get this idea.
Right.
Not not
I
not
tell you,
where he gets it, Dr. Ray. It's in him. It's in the Tongan just to jump,
And
and they
help.
don't care if that would lose. They lose their life there. But that's the
yeah,
typical.
That's
Yeah.
yes, that's a typical tone.
that's
That's
the
the
typical.
tone.
And I'm
Yes.
telling you, if this person anywhere in, I think the media will be focusing him, but because he did a great job, he's not even waiting for someone to say
To
thank you.
recognize. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why no one knows what happened.
Right.
People in the media, they just go and look for photos and videos. But
But
what
they
about
forgot
these
about this
heroes?
thing.
We
Right.
have heroes here. We have heroes. We have
Yes.
kids
You're
here.
right, Dr.
We
Ray.
have a lot of
You're
heroes here
right.
in town.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
need to focus on this in these years
Right.
because that will give us more powerful to go.
You know what's
I
what
tell you, yeah,
you know what a blessing for us today is, just
right,
simply seeing you, because when it happened, we were praying for you guys. You, your family, Kuliti, his little family, and everybody that we know, because it's so hurtful to see that we're here in this tsunami and this, acid rain, you know.
yeah. And in the meantime, people is scared from the COVID when the COVID come after the eruption.
Right.
But I want to say something. The God save us during all this. He will be like weak to save us from this. This first question. Second question, people keep asking a lot of question about the virus. And that's make me like I feel like we are the first country in the world they have COVID. But we are the last country in the
Yes.
world have COVID.
They have
We
COVID.
are
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last country have COVID.
Right.
Okay. So and even the type COVID we have is so weak.
Right.
So if people they was praying and praying and I hear the prayer more than loud than the sound of the explosion in the sky.
Yeah.
Where
Wow.
you pray? Where you pray?
Yeah.
Why you scared? Why God God save us from what? From death. And you guys
Yes.
still
Yes.
I tell you, I'm just like think positive. When you see waves and these waves like maybe like in a high in like higher like a tower from
Yeah.
in the top of your head and you are safe. And then you get from a virus and God and the most thing God saved Tonga from this virus since 2019,
Right.
2021, and we
Now
the
20.
last country. So and when we talk about the last country, that's good because you have already a lot of country experience with this virus.
Right.
You bet.
So
You bet.
people asking questions, I I don't understand Tongan, but when they translate the question to me, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" They asking question like we are the first country have COVID, but in fact we are the last country have COVID. You got it?
You got
Yes. Uh,
got it.
No. I want people to be logic
yes.
for what for me for me. I learn a lot in these days.
Yeah.
I learn a lot. You know, if you can learn, you will be lose. You know, I remember I read this one day. You know, it's a Suzuki company. They asked the owner how he became success, and he said because I took the right decision. And
Mm.
then they asked him, and how you take the right decision? He said, because I took the wrong decision. See the wisdom. So he learned from the wrong decision how he take the right decision. Then he
Mm.
became a famous or very rich. So for us, we already see a lot of countries between the right and wrong decision for COVID. Even people here, they already have a lot of information, but they keep asking. Like make it short and simple and easy.
Right.
When you see people experience, you can learn from their experience. Then you have it right because we have a lot of things worse than the virus. We
Right.
have a lot of people no house. We have a lot of people no food,
Mm.
and we don't have money. We don't have money. Everything is gone. You know, like when you read the Bible, Job, take everything but not his soul.
Right.
And that's what happened. Everything is gone, but not our soul.
Mm.
Because our soul, God make it stronger.
Right.
Our soul, when we pray, when we just like not a few seconds from this, but we are inside the heart of the death. I'm telling you. Yeah. Y- you may be just laugh in my explanation, but oh my gosh, on this day. Oh my gosh.
Dr.
And
Ray,
even uh,
the reason why I'm laughing because I'm remembering the drugs in Tonga. We were just talking about the 1 week before the what happened, right? I said to Emeline, they sure clean up all the drugs in Tonga. All the drugs.
but you know, I don't know if you heard in the news, they've been arrested 24 person,
Oh,
and a couple of them they kids like 12, 14, 13 years old
oh my
for
goodness.
selling drugs during the quarantine.
Wow.
When the quarantine of COVID, they arrest 24 person for
Mm.
selling drugs.
Where they came from?
What you mean the drugs or the
You say
kids?
they were quarantined, but how did this
No, during the lockdown,
the
when they
lockdown?
opened the lockdown in Tuesday, because the lockdown like all the weeks, but Tuesday and Friday, the day you do the shopping. So
Yeah.
they arrest these people on Tuesday. They
Oh,
arrest them selling drugs during
Um,
the, sorry, not the quarantine, during the curfew, the lockdown.
maybe they buried it during the.
I don't know. I don't know. But thanks God they've been arrested.
but very sad to see like 12 and 13 and those ages are doing that.
Yeah,
Mm,
you
that's very
bet.
sad.
Yeah. Did you hear this about this arresting this 24 person in the news, or this the first
No.
time to?
First
That's why
time.
we have you, Dr. Ray, to come in and bring us the news from Tonga. Because I tell you, I think the news they all focus on the COVID, the distribution of the basic necessities, but we don't
Yeah.
hear the details of like when it comes to the
I
people.
tell you, we have the big distribution of God mercy and tongue.
Yes.
I you, you know that I've been try hard to contact my family,
Mm,
Yeah.
and I went to the Australian commissioner to call my family, and my sister picked up the phone, and I told her, I don't know how come I'm still alive, but I'm so lucky.
Mm.
Mhm.
This my but the last message when the eruption happened and the sound, I was talking to my sister. Then I sent a message, a voice message to her. I told her I love you all. Whatever happened to me, I want to tell you I love you all and I wish you a good life. And I'm not scared of death. And this the
Yeah.
time I've been waiting and work hard all my life for this time.
Boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because for me, even a lot of people come, I give them treatment and I said, Jesus pay because they don't have money to pay.
Right.
Because the end of the day, if I say, God, if I ask God for his mercy, God will turn to me. If you don't have mercy for your brother, your sister, and I mean your brother and sister, the people around you,
Yes.
don't ask me for mercy because that's in the Bible.
Mhm.
When the Lord, this slave have money to him and the Lord forgive him and the slave went outside, then forgive the other slave, and that's
Right.
make the Lord angry. And this what happened. If I have mercy to the people, when the time I ask God have mercy on me, God will tell, do you have mercy to the people? He God knows. He will give me mercy. But if I don't have mercy and I ask God mercy, oh my gosh, what he will give me. I don't want to say, but I think the people know already.
That is so beautiful.
At the
Mm.
end of the day, I so blessed to be in Tonga because
Yes.
if I'm not in Tonga, I will never, never, ever practice this type of facing death. I'm not even practice when God saved Noah and his family in the ship because for me, I feel that God take all of us and put us on the ship.
That's
And
right.
this type of heroes, you just see it in Hollywood movies,
Right.
American
You,
movies.
you witness, you are
But
witnessing
I see
God's
this type
power.
of heroes. I see this type of heroes, and I will go when the time come. I will go and I look for them. Watch out. Well, yeah, these people, I'm telling you, what they've been doing just to throw water in the window screen, the car window screen, and they've been sitting there, and all the black come to them, even come to their eyes, just to push the water in your car to make you go to be safe, you and your family. And these
Yeah,
people get, oh, this the biggest hero. This like Superman,
Superman.
Iron Man,
Spider-Man, eh?
Iron Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this is a Tongan man. Look, if you talk
Yes.
about Superman, Iron Man, this is a Tongan man. I'm
Superman.
telling you, this type of fears, this type of fears. I
Mm.
that's
wish,
right.
I wish if I will look in my videos. I wish if I just take video of these people when they
Right.
just sit in the street with nothing cover them to throw the waters during the evacuation to make the people go, to make the people safe. Because if we don't have this type of heroes, we'll be stuck in the car.
Right.
I'm
That's
telling you,
right.
you can't even go maybe 1 centimeter, 1 inch in the front. But because of these people, we continue go.
Right.
No, these people done a lot for Tonga,
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
they
and
need to be recognized.
No,
yeah,
they did. That's not for that. They
Right.
just, that's the Tongan in
Right.
them.
Right. But I'm saying they need to be recognized in our show so we can give
Yeah,
them a thank
you
you.
bet. Purple Heart, huh?
Yes, we should. Dr. Ray, we have 6 minutes left with just anything that you think is that the people have not heard from Tonga that you wanted to share with us. Please continue because tonight
Tonight is your night.
We're just amazed with all the things that we heard from you. And this is the first time you came back after all these weeks of no internet connection.
All these years.
Yeah, we have this interruption all the time, but now we can see you smiling uh,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
sharing this with us is so, we're thankful for that, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I want to share something.
Okay.
Smile in the face is not mean. Sometimes you smile in the face when your heart is just squeezed. My heart being squeezed for my mom
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
she has a few hours or a few days, but everything under God control.
that's
Right.
right. Yeah.
And this the most important. I'm smiling. I'm happy. I'm telling you. Before when they said why Tonga, but now if they ask me why Tonga, I said because this the blessed place in the whole universe. God blessed
Mm.
Yeah.
for what we've been saying, for what we've been seeing or suffering. We still suffer. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we still suffer.
Yeah.
We still need help here.
Yes.
A lot of help. But the end of the day, the way the people pray. If you don't know how to pray, come to Tonga and you will learn how to pray.
That's so right.
You're good.
Yeah.
That's so true, Dr. Ray. We,
Yeah.
what's that verse, Dr. Ray? That if my people, Second Chronicle, what 7:14? If my people are called by my name, is that the verse?
Yeah.
Remind me that
I
verse.
think it's Mark, the last chapter of Mark.
Okay.
I will. It's not in my brain right now, but for me, that's this my message to all Tongan overseas. You must be proud of your roots because
Yeah.
your roots, it's roots of God. Your roots a prayer warrior. Your
Mm.
roots when the people or the scientists they said we can't imagine how come Tonga still there, not exist because God. You
Yeah.
know,
What I wanted to read,
people.
Dr. Ray, is the
Yeah,
Second
read the
Chronicles
verse.
7:14. It says here,
Yeah,
if my people who are called by my
Dr.
name
Ray, Maya, Dr. Ray,
will
thing
humble
is man.
themselves and pray and seek my face
Ganit.
and turn from their wickedness, from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. That's my
Yeah.
promise, you know.
away.
Yeah, Second
Awe.
Chronicles 7:14. So God
Okay.
healed the people. So
Yeah.
prayer. So
Yeah.
and He healed the
So
land.
yeah, I tell you, God will heal the land when
Yes,
you all work together as a teamwork, not fight. There is no
right.
need for more fight in Tonga. There is
No.
no
Yes,
need because there's a lot of people suffered.
No.
So these people, and it's not like the people there is no home. No, I'm telling you, you can see when it's rain, all black. There is the whole Tongan suffered, whole Tongan suffered. But the suffering is different degree.
right,
Okay, so but the end of the day, we all suffered. Yes, suffering is different degree, which is it's okay because pain is different degree too. But the end of the day, the whole Tongan suffered. The end of the day, the whole Tongan blessed. And I remember when I came to Tonga, they we have like celebration day in Tonga when and they told me this the day the king put the land to God.
yes,
But I'm telling you, this king put the land to God, and God blessed the land till now,
Mm.
yes.
and
We're
it will
gonna play
not be
that
this.
video. We're gonna play that video so you can see that. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
want us
Y-
to play
So
that video?
You know,
yeah,
Dr. Ray? Do you know,
yeah,
Dr. Ray? None of the leaders of any country even remembered God when they came to the throne or they came to be leaders. They only think of different things, but this king is just so different, you know. He was
And I
blessed.
tell you what, have you guys heard the first speech to our King Tupo the Sixth?
Yes, he
Was
did that.
very powerful. Was very powerful one. Very
Yes.
powerful. And I tell you, God like genes in the family of the royal family.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
When
I'm
you
gonna
know
play
God,
that so you can see that video, Dr. Ray, because I'm not sure if you
heal,
see it or not.
heal.
Okay. It's gonna be 11 minutes, but we're gonna watch it. It's a reminder for
Okay.
all Tongans.
World. Koi foi piriote, as Tongans would say affectionately. Just a little dot on the map. But as Tongans would also say, Si'i kai ha, small but significant and visible. The citizens of Tonga have profound love for God and country, reflected in their national motto, Koe otua mo Tonga ka hoku tofi'a. This presentation celebrates a singular moment in history called Tukufonua, when in a place called Poono in Vava'u, Taufa'ahau Tupou I, a Christian convert, gave Tonga to the God of heaven and earth, to be the protector and guardian of his people. This
Yes,
grand
true.
symbolic act was one of the several steps in uniting the islands under Taufa'ahau's leadership, establishing the rule of law, and in 1875, a national constitution.
The chiefs met at this place in Paono, and they had a discussion as to whether it was appropriate to find some European power to protect Tonga. And in the end of the meeting, my ancestor, King George I, said that would prefer, he would like Tonga to be protected, but only by God, not by a country on this earth, only by God.
To establish the
That's why I
context of this
also
act of Tukufonua,
Yes.
it is useful to review key historical events. In the 1600s, when Europeans first made contact with Tonga, they were struck by the peacefulness of the Tongan people. They witnessed productive plantations with no evidence of war or weapons. Later in the 1770s, when Captain James Cook visited the islands, he named them the Friendly Islands. He was entertained grandly by the Tongans. Contrary, however, to the peaceful outward appearance, the Tongan society was a profoundly hierarchical society which made all commoners slaves to the chiefs. Greed, ambition, internal rivalries among the chiefs and different island groups were fomenting civil unrest. In 1799, with the assassination of the cruel Tu'ikanukuporu Tuku'aho, Tonga was seized by a long and bloody civil war, fought, according to one historian, with unprecedented ferocity and treachery. Just following this chaos, John Lowry, the first Wesleyan minister, landed in Tonga in 1822. He left the following year as a result of intense persecution and constant danger. In 1826, the Reverend John Thomas came to Tonga and eventually secured a small following who embraced the Christian faith. There were others, but there was fierce resistance by some Tongan chiefs and the Tongan Taula, the priests of the native religion. They resented the white man's religion. Also resentful of the missionaries were foreign sailors, beachcombers, deserters, and criminals. Relatively soon, however, the Christian mission began to flourish in a way that was soon to transform this people into a peaceful Christian nation, governed by the rule of law and the Holy Bible. Koisiweri oi Otumotu Pasifiki, the jewel of the Pacific Islands. The key Tongan personality and major player in bringing about this swift and comprehensive transformation was none other than Taufa'ahau, who became King George Tupou I of Tonga.
Heir to the title Tu'ikanukuporu, Taufa'ahau had a commanding presence. He had proven himself in battle, both as a warrior and as a strategist. Clearly, Taufa'ahau saw the advantage of being friends with the missionaries. He valued their judgment and felt their influence would help him establish peace throughout all of Tonga. But it was the persuasive religious instruction of the early native Tongan Christian ministers, such as Peter V., who touched him most deeply.
He koe foi mea lalahi, na rono tonga tui haapai, a Taufa'ahau ki taimi koe ia. Pea nao pe mo pitavi. Nao mo pitavi, ke a ko e kakai o haapai, he lotu fo'o. O rono tonga koe na folau he waka. Na ia o tua ia, i he lotu mua, na ne whakawhiao mau pe, a Taufa'ahau. Koe tu ia, koe lau maari e koe ia, e hu ia, i he whahinga monu manu. Pe ko haika. Ka koe anga koe ai e ki motoru. Koe white shark. Pa koe feitu upe e haere Taufa'ahau ki ai, whakawhiao e anga. Pa koe rolo tonga koe na folau. E whaia e Taufa'ahau e ne hanga fo i tesi. Ke ne tesi, ke ne sivi. Ai lotu fo ou, mo ne lotu mua. Ui peka lotu mua. Pero toma pe tere hero ai fu anga na au ki pangai folofolange tui tau toi folau ke kau vai eta ki ha ano ia pa ko na ulere ko e vaka hai va ko ia folofola de tui pitavi ka pa o mo oni o tua ke lotu ki ai mo ke tui ki ai e kai we i ko e ta fata ka pa o mo oni ai lotu mo o tua o ko lotu ai e keina ko e tawara. Kare atu le folofola tu le vaia. E kau waka. Mo puke pita kita. E li pe ko patu pe ko pita kita hi. Tu ne ke na hanga ton ha. Ko feitu ko to be tu utai e Taufa'ahau. O pau ke fai e ho e ki tu hanga nai. Ono tau mafaka. Lolo tonga no tau mafaka. Hake a pita via. Lue atu he tau mawhakaka. Tangutu atu he toua, me whakatonga. Wholofola mai a Taufa'ahau. Tangane pita, lea ata pita. Hewa fio, ulawa whatongia. Kono sivi whaka osia e Taufa'ahau, oku mo oni ko rotua oku mo ui. Kai ke, ne os whakatahataha i ai be e Taufa'ahau, aha apai, Piane whakatau atai na i aha pai. Ospe koe ato e wholau rewa ki wawau. Wholau ki wawau ke ave ai lotu fo ou ki wawau. Tari whakaawhuri e ulukalala.
With Taufa'ahau's faith now anchored in the Christian doctrine, he began to realize the importance of civil codes of conduct and the rule of law, which, with the help of the missionaries, he articulated in the Vava'u Code of 1839. When he became the Tu'ikanukuporu in 1845 and the king of all Tonga, he would expand the Vava'u Code in the 1850 Code of Laws. In the 1862 Code of Laws, he would include an emancipation edict, freeing all commoners from bondage to the chiefs. Finally, he would give his people a full constitution in 1875. But it was in Vava'u at Powono, the act of tukufonua, or giving the land to God, occurred.
Uluaki laoia ne tohi, pea tohia I Vava'u, pea kohono foaki koe oi fo I lao, tahavalu tolu hiva. Na whaia ne talafono, pea whaia ne tukufonua. Ko ne ofaia I he kakai, pea mo ne fo I maa I moa, te ulau be koe taha ia o ene maa I moa, fisi moa. Ko au siaosi. Wo whakahātu ki he hou eiki, o e ngahi tapa kehe, pea pehe foki ki hoku kakai katoa. Whakatauange ke mo fie ai, mo fie maari ai. O kwae o tua o he vani mo mamani. Ko o whakotu uia, ke whakahoko atu kia mo tolu. ko e tui o e ngahi tui. Mo e eiki o e ngahi eiki. O kune ma feia ai mea kotoa pe. O hoi fua ki ai. O tau i he malu malu o hono ongo to ukupu. Pea ko e whanga sipi o ene tākanga. Pea ko hono fina ngalo hoi fua. O tau neke nekai. Ko ne telefono ia. Osi ko ia pe to tulu tui e tui. O behe he tala ko e tala pe ia pe ko e tala i o Tonga ni tala pe. Na ne faluku e hono to ukupu e faluku nga kere kere. O afuhi ke ata. Ko ne momo ia hono fonua. Ka ko ne lotu na behe. Kana e tohi pe ia ne tohi noa. O tua ko e tamai. O ko tuku atu fonua. Mo hoku kakai. Mo ki nau tolu e mui mai o tua. Ke malu i mai. Mei langina. Ako tu fonua neonga na e whai wawau. Kau asi e he ne lotu. Asi e he ne telefono. Na e uhinga ia ki he kakai ko toa o Tongani. Pea uhinga ia ki he sola mo e vulangi aki mo tolu. O nau lolo tonga lo nuku i Tongani ko uhiko ia.
Even though there are differing accounts about dates and content, nothing in Tongan history has captured the Tongan imagination or planted pride and patriotism in Tongan hearts as much as the telling and retelling of the story of Tukufonua in Polon.
There you go, Dr. Ray. That's the most stunning reason why God protected Tonga. Unmute
Yes,
yourself, Dr. Ray.
God protected Tonga because the first king put the Tonga to God.
Yes, yes.
And
That's right.
oh my God, you know, if anyone, if any country face what we've been facing in this day, the country will be broke down.
Right.
Yeah.
But these people here, the prayer, oh my gosh, the sound of the prayer was more than the sound of the explosion in the sky.
Whoa.
That's how God is. I tell you, if you want to see the sound of the explosion, get a thunderstorm, like a lightning, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, not the lightning, the thunder, and put it in 1,000 speaker in
Wow.
and you are in the middle. And this will not be compared to the sound of the explosion. It will take your heart. It will even blow your ear. It will make you deaf. But
Wow.
in the top of that, I heard the prayer of the people.
Wow.
And if I hear the prayer of the people, there is God there. His ear is much better than I. And because he listened to the prayer, and he remembered the promising when
Yes.
the first king gave him the land, and
Right.
he's the prayer. And that's why
Yes.
we are safe.
That's
Yes,
right.
we are
Just
suffered. We are suffered,
like
but we are alive.
right. That's like how God always remember His covenant with Abraham. It's just like with God's covenant with the first king of Tonga. Brenda, give us our last for Malo. Then because
Okay.
our time is up, and then we'll give Dr. Ray a final word. And that's it.
Okay. Whamalo lo taunga o ka kin motoro mo mea mai he whiawhini ke tau whakataha i e tau ngahi pōpō tara noa he whiawhini. Pang whiawhia lahi au pita polo karamani ko si kau mai a Dr. Ray Abraham me Tonga Eiki. Ko tō taha whukeni o e radio representative e TWN pia mo me Tonga ko Dr. Ray pia mo sis kakala Vaipuru Abraham. Ka koi ai o ku koi whiawhini o ku tuko kakato ange ki a rei ke ni o mai e foi picture o e aho tahanima o Sanuari he tō ai tsunami whakataha mo eruption ai mo unga ai mo motu hunga o Tonga hunga hapai. Ko e uto hange uto langai mamahi e mau pota no ai whiawhini, but it's beautiful from Malo ka mo tō. Mana tua mai mau pe mau campaign ki he relieve the nation for Tonga. Ko mo sio mai pe ki he lere ai tepi ko e addressen pe mo link ke mo fetu take mai ai. Pe o ana mo pehe e kai tai o ata receipt ki ai pe pehe fogi just to know you're going to be uh, take it right off ngai whakamore ko ni at the end of the year or beginning of the year. So, ko ai o ku tuka te time ko ni kia Dr. Ray mo Emeline o whaatu tua eke o whaat ka te motoron ko to.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Dr.
fine.
Ray, final word.
So this it's a heavy raining now. This is my last word. You can see it's
Heavy
heavy
raining,
raining.
yeah? Whoa, yes.
Did you
Whoa.
know there's a
And the last word is Ofatulahi.
Ia,
Ofalahi. Yeah,
ia,
Ofalahi.
ia,
Yeah.
ia.
Mapalaya tu, eh?
O whaatu, Dr. Ray.
Okay. And I will see you tomorrow.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Dr. Ray.
Malo,
Okay.
that's good.
Bye. Hello.
Bye, Dr. Ray.
Oh my gosh.
This is for Brenda, Dr. Ray, and for you too. So, one of our favorite songs. Play your flute, Dr. Ray.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Era vuvanga vuva, atamata kiri kiri. Era sere
It's TWN, Dr. Ray.
Yeah.
lani lani. Ona ya tisu, ona tura. Akalo kawa. Ona ya tisu, ona tura. Akalo kawa. Ona ya tisu.
Takalaway daw po klama kay Pony ko Emeline family te. Ko malo mo be mai mo be a.